Hello, welcome to the Toon Squad podcast.
This is our pilot episode, episode number 1. What's our goal for this podcast?
Our goal for this podcast, well, for today's episode would be we're going to do a special segment where we name our top 5 in a certain category. Today's category will be fast food chain restaurants. Has to be a chain, has to have drive-thrus.
Has to have a drive-thru, has to be in multiple states.
Multiple states, has to be, nationwide. And then it can't be like a dine-in chain, none of that now. And yeah.
Moving forward, our goal is it might just be 2 of us. We'll have special guests on to interview them. The top 5 will always be a staple that the guests will choose, and we'll have 2 or 3 other topics to talk about as well.
Today's other topics will be our basketball league stats from our own local league. And then our last topic will be our favorite memories from our previous jobs.
From every job we've had, we'll be talking about our favorite memory or experience from each one of those.
Yes. Now.
All right. We'll start off with the top 5 fast food.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So my number 5 is McDonald's, and it's a staple. It's widely recognized as like the fast food restaurant.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't hate it. It's
What's
there,
your go-to
always
order?
there. My go-to
Let's
order.
Let's see if your take is valid after this point.
Take it down. Let's see. My go-to order would have to be like 2 bacon McDoubles, 1 McChicken, extra mayo and lettuce on the McChicken, and then I need a basket of fries, and then I'm talking about like a sweet tea, a nice large sweet tea.
So McDonald's might have the number 1 sweet tea in the top 5 sweet teas.
Think
they
so.
definitely have to win. My number 5. This is a place that I feel like it often gets overlooked. Their entrees are not known for being stellar, but their side, drink, and dessert game, top of the pyramid. That is why my number 5 is Sonic.
So sides and drinks is what makes a restaurant,
Yep.
not the main thing that they serve.
They did just come out with their new Smash Burger. That is what elevated it into my top 5. You need to try that.
All right.
They don't have the greatest entrees, but I think the sides, you get those onion rings, mozzarella sticks, those pretzel twists, all the slushies, all the milkshakes, all the desserts. They're just so good. That they make up for the lack of the entrees outside of the new Smash Burger, which gives Sonic even more brownie points.
All right.
Number 4.
My number 4 is Zaxby's. No hate to Zaxby's. Zaxby's is great, and if you don't like it, it's not on your 5, and that's fine for you. But Zaxby's has some decent chicken, some amazing sauce. Zax sauce is like the best sauce besides, Raisin King sauce. But Zax sauce, you need to try Zax sauce. And then, I think they have like great toast, the wings and things. Dude, that's a game changer. Sweet and spicy sauce.
I don't think the word decent shouldn't be on your top 5 best fast food
Decent
restaurant.
chicken.
Decent
I'm only saying
chicken.
decent because it's in comparison to another restaurant.
Okay, that's fair.
Hint, hint.
The one I'm about to name. That's why my number 4 restaurant is Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is one of those places. You think about the In-N-Out Burger, where you've never had a bad meal there. You've never had a bad experience at Chick-fil-A. You've never had a bad experience. They're on your order like that. They move so fast. They've never screwed up my order. And it's so good. It's all fresh. That spicy deluxe with the extra buffalo sauce. Game changer.
Give the chef's
Absolute
kiss.
game changer. Chick-fil-A is just the most solid chicken. I used to be a hater and I'm not anymore.
I love Chick-fil-A.
I'm on Team Chick-fil-A now.
I do. Top 10.
Okay.
But they're pretty inconsistent. I will say that. Pretty inconsistent. And I've had plenty of bad experiences. Very slow experiences at a certain local Chick-fil-A. And, that's why it's not on my top 5.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. I respect the choice, though.
Your number 3.
My number 3. My number 3 is Culver's.
So good. So good.
Think about a good pick, you think about Culver's. Now, Culver's I didn't discover until recently, but I will say that Culver's is definitely a top tier restaurant. And they've got those butter burgers. They've got
That butter bun is so good.
They've got the shakes and all the ice cream, the pints of ice cream that they sell. Dude, it's really good. It's really good.
Where else offers their desserts to buy in bulk? I mean, I don't know anywhere else that does that. Even chain, I don't know sit-down restaurants that do that.
You're right. I don't either.
You can get like an O'Charlie's pie, but just not the same as the custard. It's not the same.
You're right.
My number 3 is a spot that originally this was not on my top 5. The more I thought about it, the more I realized it was there for me. That's why number 5 is Taco Bell. You know, Taco Bell was there for me in the middle of the night when no one else was. Taco Bell has never let me down. Taco Bell, they're just always there. They're always. I mean, it's not always solid. I will say you don't have like that Chick-fil-A or Culver's quality, but they always show up and they always give you your stuff, and it's always good.
You know, there's a reason it's one of the only ones there in the middle of the night, right? Because that's when people are desperate.
That is.
They
When you're desperate,
bottom feeder food.
When you're desperate and that's the only thing available, you'll devour that and it will taste like a meal gifted from an angel.
I agree with that.
When Taco Bell's all you have, that it's so good.
You know, recently though they've been pretty lacking on food, I would say. But that's just me. They need to bring back the nacho fries box.
I think the good Taco Bells outweigh the bad Taco Bells.
They
get rid of the quesarito on the mobile app. It would have been a top 2 for me if they had the quesarito, but still so solid though. It's just so good. The Baja Blast. I mean, how do you not like it? How do you not like it?
Well, my number 2 is Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's.
I don't hate it.
Best chicken place. Fast food.
Fast food. I mean, what's better chicken even sit down?
Yeah, exactly. Come on now.
Just saying.
Other than Nashville chicken.
True. Shout out Hattie B's if you're watching this.
Shout out Hattie B's.
Fried chicken out there.
Exactly. But yeah, Raising Cane's, they have the best chicken sauce. Below Zack's.
That's true. I think cane sauce is better than Zack's.
Hot take, if you think Chick-fil-A sauce is good, you're insane.
Chick-fil-A sauces, they're not on the top of the signature sauce game, I'll say.
They are not on the top. Especially chicken. It's like,
yeah.
It's like 4. Popeyes is better than Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
But now, let's see. Their bread, amazing. If I could buy a
loaf
of that bread.
They have the best toast in the game.
The best toast.
But it's not even close either.
And that chicken, it's huge. The chicken is huge and it's good and it's perfectly breaded every single time. You're talking about consistency? That's consistency.
You hear people fussing about the chicken not having flavor. Have you ever had your chicken that's not hot and it's not juicy? I mean, what else do you want?
Hot fresh chicken for Zack.
It's just like, when you break it down, that's perfect fried chicken.
I agree. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is a place that's already been mentioned. I had it one higher. That's why my number 2 is Culver's. I agree with what you said. Culver's is like the Chick-fil-A of burgers.
I would say
you've never gone there and they've not taken care of you. They've never got my order wrong. I've never had a bad meal there. It's just consistent. For a fast food burger, I think that's about as quality as you're getting. It's not too expensive either. It's just about as perfect as you're getting for a place to drive through for a cheeseburger and fries.
Now, what's your go-to meal at Culver's?
Go-to meal, you have to get the double butter burger.
That's right.
Get a side of fries or onion rings or the white cheddar bites. Those are good. I'm doing fries, and you got to get the Culver's sauce. I know you're hating on it. If you don't like horseradish, you might not like it. If you do, that's up there in the top sauces in fast food. The Culver's sauce.
Now that's a hot take.
And then you get a medium, what is it, like a concrete mixer with the Oreos?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta get Oreos in it, though.
Oreos mixed in.
That's the way to do it. There's your recommended order. Number 1.
My number 1. It's a staple for sure. Great quality for your price. It's always there. Always there. Just like Taco Bell, but not as scummy as Taco Bell. Not at all. And that's why my number 1. That's why my number 1 is Cookout. Now, some people here think that Cookout doesn't deserve a spot on the top 5. They're wrong. They're insane. But yeah,
Cookout. You can't even tell us why Cookout's number 1.
Tell us why? Cookout has the best burger. The best burger. It's a Cookout burger. You think about that Cookout in the backyard, you're getting that kind of quality burger anytime you want it, always consistent, always got it. And they just have the best prices for the tray, like, Lord, oh my gosh.
The price hard carries Cookout. I will say that.
And then they have so many shakes. So many shakes. Like, how many flavors is that?
I think they have 40.
And that's insane.
That is impressive. They can just like keep up with all that. I mean,
That is so insane. And then the cheese bites, they have the best
cheese bites
in the
are
game.
good. They're really
They
good.
have the best cheese bites. The
I will
Cajun
say
bites.
it does taste like something you get off somebody's back porch grill. I mean, that's never bad. I'll say that.
And that is top tier. And my go-to order, I get that tray with the big double burger with bacon, everything on it except for the onions. And then I get the Cajun fries and the white cheddar bites. And then I get
That's good. That actually sounds
I get
delicious.
that classic Cheerwine float to drink.
That sounds really good.
Now, what's
You
your
know, the reason Zach's number one restaurant was his number one restaurant was because he's not had an In-N-Out burger, which is my number one. Not quite. They're building it in Tennessee. It's not quite made it here yet. Oh, but when it does, your life will change.
I'm
That
so
place,
excited.
I think it's about the price of Cookout. They've not changed the menu since the 50s. Because when something's perfect, you don't need to change it.
You don't mess with
It
it.
only because if they change it, it'll only get worse. They have like 4 items. It's cheap. It's got that like retro diner feel.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Recommended order: In-N-Out double, side of fries, medium drink. You get a red Powerade. Both fries and the burger animal style.
So what is this animal style?
Animal style. They have some kind of hollandaise spread, and then there's caramelized diced onions, and there might be cheese on it too.
Oh,
It holds.
that sounds pretty good.
When you have Cookout, we'll have to refilm this because you're gonna redo your top 10.
Well, I think I might. I'm hearing this.
In-N-Out, I would say In-N-Out is like Culver's. If you made it cheaper, and they had the animal style.
Interesting.
It's like Culver's is nearly perfect. In-N-Out is perfect. Like that's the only thing I would put above Culver's.
I like this take.
I'm excited for you to try it, sir.
Thank you. And that's it for our top 5. And we'll be doing one every week. The guest will choose. So for today, there's no guest, so we just chose. And
Yep.
we hope you enjoyed it.
Yep. We're gonna take a short break, and we'll be right back.
All right, we're back. Now, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Now we're gonna talk.
It's like welcome again.
Yeah. Welcome. Now we're gonna talk about our favorite job memories. We've worked a couple of jobs together, and obviously, those are some of my favorite memories from
True.
those jobs. But
Just in general.
So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go with my first job, and then back and forth until we're done. So my first job was at a golf course, and this golf course was beautiful in its own right. My favorite memory from that place, I've got a couple. My first favorite memory was probably was my first day. I just started driving a golf cart. I was in the process of learning how to, drift on a golf cart, and I had not quite gotten there yet. But 3 passengers in the golf cart, and I took a hard turn in an attempt to drift. Did not put my foot on the brake, or any brake, and actually it might have been the gas pedal. But
I think he actually pressed the gas harder. I think it went further than it was when you started.
Yeah,
It's the exact opposite of what you're trying to do if you're drifting, if you were curious.
my passenger here was, outside of the car for a minute, or for a second.
If you want to be on an episode and do a top 5 near-death experiences, you will be hearing that one. I can promise you that.
Well, you didn't die, so
I
everything
didn't
worked
die?
out fine.
It's okay.
Now, my second favorite memory, I have a feeling that my friend here will mention it, so I'll leave that up
I
to him.
believe I know what it is.
All right, well then I'll leave your next one.
My favorite memory was my first job was at the same golf course. I think I don't have a favorite memory. I have 3 favorite memories, I will say. First one, my first day of work also, the cashier there thought he showed us how to modify the golf cart. So if you zip tie the governor in the engine, the throttle is fully opened. and it limits as fast as you can get in the cart. This gentleman thought it'd be a good idea to go onto the driving range at night, and he hit a root, and the cart may or may not have tumbled. Luckily, man did not get decapitated. Just some minor bruises and cuts, but that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen because he was about that far from. If you can remember on the range, there's those metal plates.
Oh yeah.
He about flew into that.
Oh.
And it would have made like a giant gong sound. It would have been hilarious. It's all good. He is safe now. I wonder where he's at. I wonder what he's doing in life.
Me too. But
yeah, I flipped a golf cart on my first day of my first job ever. My first day of employment, I watched someone nearly die.
You know, if you're watching this, you know who you are.
You know who you are.
We hope you're okay. We hope you're doing good. All right. Well, I guess we'll move on to my next job, and that will be, well, I'll just say a chicken restaurant. Why don't we say that? And this chicken restaurant was full of so many good memories. And I guess my favorite memory there was probably when I spent like 3 hours while closing talking about my friend at the time's D&D campaign. I've never been like so just into a conversation, so just like captured by what somebody's telling me. And it was the best D&D campaign I've ever heard of. You know, I don't play D&D, but it was pretty good. You?
My number 2, my second job, I worked for a company that cleans neighborhood pools. There's, you know, when you do that, when you clean pools, you work alone a lot, so there's not a lot of memories with others. But I do have a cool scar, I guess I'll say that. I have a scar on my shin. Remember I fell into a pool. Not fallen in, stepped in because apparently I thought I was walking on water with my AirPods in. Stepped into the pool, my shin caught that concrete slab that you hang on as a kid and do pull-ups. Took some skin off. You know, we toughed it out, kept going anyway.
In other words,
that hurt, and there is still evidence from that. That was 2 years ago.
In other words, Drew thought he was Jesus. Tried to walk on the water.
I got too confident. I was probably listening to worship music actually. I got a little too confident.
The Holy Spirit was in him.
It was.
Some might say. And all right, well, my next job was at a nursing home. And you know, I had a lovely time here, met a lot of wonderful residents, you know, worked with a lot of people. And I'll say my favorite memory there was probably when a good friend of mine, you know, every once in a while you have the bad coworker. Well, a good friend of mine who was a good coworker, he defended me to this bad coworker and totally shoved it in their face. And it was like the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my life.
So awesome.
So yeah, if I had to choose my favorite memory, it would probably be that.
That's awesome.
All right, how about you?
My next job, I worked at a golf simulator. Actually, the end of this month, I will be quitting. So that was my third job. I've not had quite as many as Zach, but it's okay because everyone has a different path.
Everyone has a different path.
With the golf simulator, there's not one particular instance I can recall that just stood out. Just all the times I've watched people hit golf balls into the drywall. I've watched people hit balls over the simulator. If you didn't think that was possible, it is. Apparently you have to hit the top of it so bad it does like Mach 5 into the ground and then shoots over the entire thing, and there's still golf balls that are back there.
Well, clearly they had the power.
You see all 8 ranges of skills coming there, which is fine. That's okay, because we all start somewhere.
Can't always be a pro. My next job was at a boat dock. And this boat dock was wonderful, great people, great owners. And you know, I had so many lovely memories there. My favorite memory was probably watching the fireworks at the lake on top of the boat dock with my friends.
That's so awesome. My next job actually started yesterday. I'm currently working for another pool cleaner. Started yesterday, so there's not a ton of memorable moments. Today, I was telling Zach earlier, there's that pool that hadn't been touched in probably 9 months. So it was fully green, looked like a pond. Had to put a lot of chemicals in there.
Well, hopefully it's safe.
Nothing too memorable happening. We may maybe keep you updated in the future if there's something interesting.
My next job, the one that I currently work at, it's another restaurant, pretty popular restaurant so I won't say the name. But it's been going pretty good. Worked there for about 2 years, and I think my favorite memory was when one of my coworkers who had left the job for a while came back, and it was probably like just the greatest day. You know, I hadn't seen him in like 6 months. It was awesome.
That's so awesome. Have we had any more jobs?
I don't
I
think
think
so.
if we've had any odd jobs. Not that I know of.
I dog sat some.
I've worked for a friend's dad.
Oh.
After a tree fell through their house. We did clean that up though, and I had
Oh,
the
okay.
most amazing tomato grilled cheese of all time.
That's great.
If you're out there, you know who you are, and I still think about that sandwich.
And I would love to try that sandwich. You know, I guess I dog sat one time. Shout out to my dog sitters.
Oh yeah, you were a dog sitter.
I love your dog, and I love you guys. Damn. All right. I guess, you know, now that topic's over, we will make our way into our local leagues basketball.
Yes, we're gonna take a short break, and we'll be right back.
All right. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Back.
Back squared.
Back
No,
welcome.
wait, it'd be back times 3. Back cubed. Wait. Okay.
Back.
Because then back cubed would be, if it was welcome back, it'd still be 1 though. It'd be welcome back for the 3rd time.
And
Wait, it'd really be welcome back.
Welcome
for the
back
second.
plus 2.
There's a welcome and there's 2 welcome back, so it'd be
it'd
be welcome back for the 2nd time. There we go.
All right. Well, welcome back. Now we're going to begin our basketball stats. So for the first day,
I think we should mention we have a league.
yes.
Our friends have been involved in for the last 4 years. Actually, this is year
4
4.
years.
Been consistent. I love seeing everyone improving.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
awesome. Get a basketball league of your own if you don't have one. Highly recommend it.
It brings people together. We're
It does.
like family. And you know, I've just never had more fun with a group of people.
Core memories playing basketball.
But for our first day, we did about probably like
First day
4
of the
games.
season. Our season typically starts in the summer when
Yeah.
everyone's available.
Summer season, everybody can meet up.
Yeah.
So our first day, we had about 4 games. We had some leading scorers tied with Drew here and another friend, Isaiah. And then we had, I guess you would say, Drew, how many wins did you have?
I had maybe 3.
Outstanding
I've got the
performance.
stats right here. How convenient is that?
You
How many
know,
wins did you have?
I think I had 3.
Okay. Let's see. First game, I was on a team with our other good friend Carlin. We lost.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay though. I had loss, win, loss, win. I had 2 losses and 2 wins because we did 5 games that
50-50.
first day. Yep. It's okay. Right at 500.
Now our friend Isaiah, he won all the games that he played in.
Games. Dude was clutching up that day.
He was
Like,
coaching. Oh. You know, I wasn't going to mention our little friend over here, but he was a gift from, you know, another very close friend of ours who is, you know, away in a foreign country exploring the world. His name's Logan. Shout out to Logan.
if you're out there, whatever time it is, if you're watching, you will be on an episode in the future.
You know, Logan, we appreciate everything you do, especially, you know, letting us use a space.
All
for-
of your stuff in your house,
you know,
which I'm sure you knew was happening.
Yeah. And we just hope you appreciate and love, you know, everything that this podcast will do for you.
Exactly.
And yeah, so Logan and another friend of ours named Seth were, you know, unfortunately unavailable for this season. So they're
We'll say a trip abroad and a season-ending injury.
Mhm.
We'll say that. He's recovering very well though.
He is. And for me, I had about 16 points. Carlin as well, about 16 points. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, Carlin. But yeah. And then I would say our leading defensive player would be me.
Definitely Zach. Zach goes off on defense.
I go on.
Just
And then
crazy. Your defense, like when your offense is bad, your defense goes up and you have to find the scale balance.
Exactly. When I don't get my offense in, when I'm having an off day, my defense will be there
That's
to
so true.
make up for it. But yeah, and then we had a friend named Zach as well, not me.
Zach,
another
another Zach.
He popped out and he did really good. You know, he's a dominant player on the court with his I think it's like 6'4" height. Yeah.
Just very very prestigious build.
Yeah, I would say so.
Just very good fitness. Just well-rounded athlete.
Mm-hmm. And then for our next day,
I think I had 20 points. I have 20 or 25 points the first day.
you had 22. You and
22.
Isaiah both had
I was
22.
sucking, and then I had like 4 threes that one game. That made up for it. So
I was doing
tied
pretty
with Isaiah.
consistent.
Yes.
I had like,
I wish I had your consistency.
you know,
It's either really good or really bad, and there's not like a consistency in there.
I'm trying to
You know
work
what I'm
on being really good all the time. But
True. We all are.
Yeah.
We'll get there. It's all good.
But yeah, we had some solid, good team chemistry among a couple teams in our first day. I would say, you know, best team chemistry was probably, honestly, maybe me and you.
It might have been us because we just have that team chemistry to everything.
Yeah,
we just
Isaiah and
we
Carlos
excel on a team.
were, you know, how was
They
it?
made it work.
They made it work.
They made it work.
You know,
They overcame some prior stereotypes,
Prior, yeah.
some prior judgments, and they made it work. And they did very well together.
Carlin became clutch home instead of
Carlin
Sheer
Clutch Home. Yep. He activated his takeover.
Oh,
His
yeah.
Clutch Home.
You know, we'll leave it there.
Yep.
And then
He's
in-
clutch when it matters.
he's clutch when
You
it
were
matters.
clutch when it matters, Carlin.
And then the next day, the next game day, we had Carlin and I 1v1. Went very well. Carlin had 9 points. I had 11. We were both on our game, pushing each other to the limits. And then I would say we had another 2 games with some random people.
Some randos. It's okay.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I was balling up. I won't lie, but it was some pretty tough.
I heard
competition.
rumors of the hot hand heating up.
Oh yeah, I was.
This word around the block is
Word around the block is-
his shot was getting hot.
Yeah, my shot was getting hot. I did not miss a single mid-range to the block shot the entire second game I played. And I think I had in the second game I had 9 points. Yeah. And then,
Unfortunately, I wasn't there for that one, which is sad.
you know, I wish
think
you
it
guys
has
could have
work.
seen it, but yeah.
I know. I could have been a witness
And our third game day is actually today.
today, or
So
maybe an update on this in the future.
maybe next week we'll let you know how it's going. If you would like to continue hearing our basketball stats every week, you know, just let us know. Let us know what you guys want to
Yes.
hear.
What do you want to hear?
And we just hope you enjoy it.
Yep. I'm Drew,
I'm Zach.
and just in the future, you can expect anything. I know I have a beach trip coming up. Zach has a beach trip coming up.
Yeah, we'll be on a
tell
little
all
bit of a
those stories.
hiatus for a week or
Okay,
so.
we'll be sharing those stories. We have a joint trip coming up in Michigan.
Oh yes,
We'll definitely be talking about that when that time comes.
here in a few months. I think September, right?
September the 27th, that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
We're going to see a widely known artist.
Violent Arts, a very large stadium, actually set the record for the most tickets sold for an event in history,
I didn't know that. Dang.
in the U.S. at least, I think.
And you know what? If you're watching this, Zach Bryan, we hope that you know
Just
the
let
way
us
to-
sing Revival on stage.
You should let us come on stage and sing Revival. Maybe have this guy play it because he's really
And
good.
Zach can sing it too.
And I'll sing it.
That'd be awesome.
Zach Bryan, please hear this out, please, please. But anyways, yeah, can't wait to see you.
Thank you for listening to our pilot. We have a very special guest coming on very soon, released on Monday. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Bye.
Peace out.